Uninformed immigrants are at a huge disadvantage in court, in financial and legal matters, and also sometimes in life. Well, what can we do about it? I'll tell you what. We can train, teach, inspire, and empower immigrants to maximize their lives regardless of their immigration status. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. I am your immigration lawyer and host, Otis Landerholm, and this is the Empowered Immigrant Podcast. Hello and welcome. In today's episode, we're going to be tuning into a recent Client Success Summit, which is a full-day event for clients of our firm to improve their lives. So enjoy. So the next topic I want to talk about real fast is goals, all right? So it saves our time. It saves our time and it protects our time when we spend our time as much as possible going towards goals, which presupposes that we have goals, all right? And we can be more effective in our lives if we have our goals and we use our time towards achieving them. So the question the question to ask is what I am doing this minute, this hour, this day bringing me closer to my goals? Yes, yes. All right, 5 other quick tips. 1, minimize unplanned activity. Plan it, all right? 2, profit from odd time. When you're commuting, when you're exercising, listen to something that's useful for you. Don't just listen to garbage, all right? 3, use, this is maybe more for in business or whatever, but find ways to leverage technology, all right, to help you go through your life, all right? 4, challenge yourself to make decisions quickly. The quicker you can make a decision, it will save you time, all right? And also, like leaders, real leadership comes from being able to make decisions quickly that others will follow. I mean, that is leadership, all right? And so decisiveness saves time. And 5, seek time shortcuts, all right? Ask for good advice from people who have accomplished what you've already want to accomplish, all right? So people who have been there and done that. It's the value of coaching. If you want to write a book, but you don't know how to start, like seek mentorship from somebody who's already written a book, all right? That's it. Those are my 5 quick tips. All right. So all of that, what's the point? All right, what's the point? We talked a lot about time here, and I really appreciate your staying with me through this. My point is this. I want everyone who's listening to me to be conscious, to be vigilant, to be intentional, be disciplined, be strict, be calculated, be purposeful, be smart with how you spend your time. Because it's all we have. All right? It's limited. It is so precious. Okay, so now I want to talk about the coronavirus. And I want to talk about how the coronavirus pandemic is affecting immigration. All right? So basically, let's just go through a few things, all right? Immigration courts are still closed, okay? They're supposed to reopen August 1st. They were supposed to open back in May, and then they were supposed to open in June, and then they were supposed to open in July, and now it's pushed back to August 1st. So we're going to wait and see really when immigration courts reopen. But once they reopen, I do believe that it's not going to be the same as it used to be. All right? And so there's going to be changes in immigration processes and an immigration court system, all right, in the immigration court system. Now, the other thing is Trump, President Donald Trump, has been creating executive orders throughout this pandemic and he has been limiting the number of green card applications and the number of people that can come into the U.S. He is closing and shutting down a lot of immigration. And it's my opinion that he's sort of using the coronavirus as an excuse to basically shut down the U.S. immigration system completely. And so that's pretty alarming, and we're tracking it and we're monitoring it, and there's lots of fellow lawyers like myself who are suing to try and correct some of these issues, and some of that is being successful. In fact, just last month on the 18th of June, the Supreme Court ruled in our favor, in favor of immigrants for kids with DACA. All right? And so if you know a child with DACA status, then they can apply for DACA and, you know, have them get in touch. All right? But how is this pandemic affecting immigration cases? Really what we're seeing is our waiting times are growing longer and longer and longer. USCIS, in fact, is saying that they're broke and they're asking for government assistance, and they may or may not get it, right? But right now, green card applications are taking 20 to 30 months, just normal family-based green card applications. That's like 2.5 years, all right? A normal citizenship case, which used to take 4 months, is now taking 24 months. All right, so we're talking a 2-year process. All right, and U visas, which we have a lot of clients that are in the U visa process and the waiting list. U visas filed right now are taking 13 years to get. There is a wait list that's just kind of crazy, and that's what it is. And so, bottom line is this pandemic is causing changes to be made in all sectors of the economy, including in the immigration process. All right, and so immigration courts and the regular immigration processes through USCIS are going to be affected. They are going to be affected quite a lot. All right, and so if you have a process that's pending with our office or with any other office, you know, just be aware that yes, this time is going to have it's going to kind of leave a mark on U.S. immigration processes, and it's going to slow down the processes, at least until something changes. Okay, great. So that was just about the kind of immigration and the coronavirus, and yes, things are changing and in flux, and we don't know exactly how much they're going to change. And with wait times that are longer and longer and longer, it's like, hey, let's not wait for it, right? Let's get together and let's have a meeting like this and let's make decisions and let's, like, you know, make our lives better now. Let's not wait for immigration to get its act together, all right? Let's get our act together now and make decisions that are going to move our lives forward. Thank you for listening to the Empowered Immigrant Podcast. If you like what you heard and if you want to learn more, please go to landerholmimmigration.com/podcast.